Please, you can go with the next
You
one.
want to read Station Monitor?
It's you're the first one.
Okay, Station Monitor. White, blue, 2 mana total for a creature, Lizard Artificer. It's a 2/2. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, create a 1/1 colorless druid artifact creature with flying, and this token can block only creatures with flying. I mean, this is very, 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 very similar to Clarion Spirit, except Clarion Spirit is easier to cast and those creatures could block, which is a big deal, but these make artifacts. So a little different, but still very, very, very strong. I think this is, I'm taking this at like a C+, and in color, I think it's a B-.
Not a B-. I think it's just a B in color. This is like super powerful.
Sure.
Okay. Alpharile. Not everything is legendary, by the way, in this set, but Alpharile is Dreaming Acolyte for 1 and a blue and a black. It's a 2/3. When it enters, draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards unless you discard an artifact card. During your turn, this guy has Death Touch. Huh! Drawing 2, discarding 2 is way better than looting once. But if you discard an artifact, you basically drew an extra card. Oh, I like this. Death Touch on your turn, so you can, I guess, attack with it. Kind of weird. I think C+ and B- in color. That's pretty good. This is really good, I think.
Yep, I'm on the same page.
Weird that it doesn't have Death Touch and Lifelink. Right?
It ain't no luck, Cole.
Nope.
Interceptor Mechan. 2 black red for 4 mana total for an artifact creature robot. That's a 2/2 with flying. When this creature enters, return target artifact or creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Has Void. This is our first instance of Void. At the beginning of your end step, if a non-land permanent left the battlefield this turn or a spell is warped this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. So what the Void what the Void text means is that it just marks everything that happens or something that something happens if a non-land permanent left or something is warped. So it grows. It's a flyer that grows when things die or leave the battlefield or warp.
Anything, even your
and it
opponent.
also is just a gravedigger. Yeah, it's so it grows when you remove stuff. It grows when things trade. It grows when you warp. It's a flying gravedigger, which is kind of insane. It can even block, which is kind of insane.
This is super splashable.
Yeah, I think this is. I'm taking this at a like a B- in color. It's like a B+.
B+? I think it's kind of lowly stated. It's still 2/2.
I mean, it's a gravedigger that becomes a threat that they have to kill, which
that is also true. Yeah, I'm okay with a B+ in color, B- how highly I take it. I could even take it as a B and splash for it, that seems good. Not a legendary as well. Tanuk! Memorial Ensign. What is Ensign?
I don't know what that is.
For 1 and a red and a green, it's a 2/4, okay? But it has landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, this boy deals 1 damage to each opponent. If this is the second time this ability has resolved this turn, draw a freaking card, baby. Alright. We've had these freaking guys with as 2/1s, as 4 mana 3/4s and shit like that, and they've not been good. They have not been good. But 3 mana 2/4 is fine, dealing 1 damage every turn, and then you also draw a card with any lander tokens. There is a plenty of them. There is a plenty. Yeah, baby. I love this. I'm taking it as a B- in color. I kind of want to give it a B+, but maybe B as a start.
Yeah, I'm okay with all that. It's very, very good.
It's a low-level
Super
military, and Sin is a low-level military officer. Okay.
All right, this is Halia, Ascendant Cadet. 2 green, white, 5 mana total for a legendary creature, human soldier. It's a 3/3. Whenever Halia enters or attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Whenever 1 or more creatures you control with +1/+1 counters on them deal combat damage to player, draw a card. The turn this comes down, it can help push something through combat and draw you a card immediately. That's extremely strong aggression. Or it could be a 4/4 itself and grow to a 5/5 when it attacks, which is pretty dang strong. There is a lot to like about this. It is a curve topper, but I think it's a little weaker than the cards we've seen before,
Yep.
but it's still very, very good. I'm taking this at a C+, and in color, it's like a B.
I think it's a 5-drop as a 3/3. Hopefully you're pushing the damage through. I don't know, Scotty. I think it's a B- in color. It is a 5 mana. Kind of double white and green. It's not super easy to cast as well. I don't know, Scotty. I think it's a B- in color.
Okay.
Like it's not that crazily statted, and you can't always get things through. And they kind of don't want it to get through. Like if when you play this, they know you have no mana left, so they're gonna block your things. There are some +1/+1 counter cards. There's like a 2 mana common that is a 1/1 with a +1/+1 counter, and once it dies, it puts +1/+1 counters on any other creature. That's crazy, like with this especially. If you put it somewhere else, then it's a horrible blocker. Can you give it a B- in color?
Sure.
Yay.
That's fine.
I'm taking it as a C. This one is a C, but it is pretty good.
Okay.
Third Vondam, another legendary, the Lucent. For 2 and a white and double black, that's a 5 mana. It's a 4/4 detach lifelinker. When it enters or attacks, other creatures you control get +1/+0 and gain detach. I think this one is way better than the previous one. Ooh! +1/+0 detach to everything, and then you get a 4/4 detacher with lifelink? That's worth it. I'm taking this as a B-. I'm splashing for it as well, and B in color.
Yeah, me too. This card's really good. I mean,
really good.
it's just going to do what you want it to do at basically every stage of the game.
Yeah.
This card will do what you want it to do on an empty board.
Yeah.
Just
Or for
really
that touch
kinda crazy.
lifelinker.
Yeah, which
Oh,
it's crazy. It's crazy
that's,
stuff.
that's really crazy.
These uncommons are very good, all of them.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
Um,
this set is so high on power level. Like we're gonna see these like through the crazy things. Not quite as crazy, I think, as some of these multicolor uncommons, but this set is very high power level.
yeah. Next card is Menon. Ulthros Exile. 1 blue, red, 3 mana total for a legendary creature, Jellyfish Advisor. It's a 1/3 with flying. Whenever an artifact you control enters, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. A little bit low stats initially, but there's so many artifacts. So many artifacts. Like Planetary Storm, right? Captain Storm was a very similar effect to this, except you can distribute this on anything, and this also has evasion itself. I think this card is super good. I'm taking this as a B- in color. It's a B.
Is this better than Captain? Is it Captain Lenny Storm? What's the name of the
It's Captain Storm, something. I don't know.
Captain Storm in from
I think it is.
LCI? It was a 2 mana. It was a red and blue 2/2 drop.
I think there's more artifacts in this set, and also the fact that this has evasion on its own is crazy.
So which one is better for you?
I think this one is better.
I think the other one is way better. Like it's just a difference between 2 drops and 3 drops, even without flying.
Okay.
This might be better in this set, maybe, cause did that guy give +1/+1 for pirates as well, or only for artifacts?
I think it's just for artifacts, and you can only put it on pirates.
Ah, you cannot put in pirates, but also huge difference when you have a when it's a 2 drop. So easy to play 2 drop with something else. But this is crazy. I'm gonna B-, B+ in the color. Did you give it the same grade or?
I gave it a B- and B in color.
Okay, B is fine in color. I'm okay with a B in color.
Okay.
Siege Ship Brute Tender for black and a green. It's a 2/3. When this creature enters, mill 3 cards. This is a rare effect, guys. There is not a lot of mill in this set. For 3 and a black and a green, sacrifice this creature, return target creature or spacecraft from your graveyard to the battlefield. Activate only a sorcery. Alright, so you get a 2 mana 2/3 that mills. That's nice. That's just good on its own. And you can get something bigger than it later on. I love this. Love this dude. C plus B minus, I think.
Yeah, I'm on the exact same. Good card. Like not as game like taking over, but it's extremely solid. Very cheap cost. We're talking Sammy's Ship Engineer. 2 red, white, 4 mana for legendary creature, Human Artificer. It's a 2/4. At the beginning of your end step, if you control 2 or more tapped creatures, create a tapped 2/2 colorless robot artifact creature token. This one's a little expensive. Obviously, the easiest way to tap things without getting into combat, well, rather, the easiest way to tap things is combat. But second easiest way to tap things in this set without even having to engage in combat is stations. I think this one is a little weaker. The fact that the 2/2 can't block immediately. It's a little slow and it's understated as heck. I'm taking this at a C, and in color it's like a C plus.
I mean, this is a 2/4 that makes a 2/2. That's crazy, but that thing is gonna be tapped. If it's 2/4 that makes a 2/2 that's tapped, that's crazy. But it does
That is crazy, yes.
require a bit of work. Now, I'm not really looking at these cards that costs more than 2 or 3 as Boros cards with all the lander tokens. There's like an easy way that this can work. There is a 1 mana 1/2 in green, that's a common, that has an effect. We had this in the past, similar cards. You tap that creature and another non-land permanent, which can be creature, and you get mana of any color. So that thing is gonna tap 2 things. You can even ramp into this, and it's gonna tap 2 things, and you're gonna get this 2/2. So I think that's like super easy to splash this in that type of deck. And you just like swarm them, and splash for good stations and so on. Ramp into stations and so on. I'm actually taking this as a C+. And I kind of don't give a fuck about it, how good it is in the color. You can keep the grade that you gave it.
Okay.
That's it, right? That's the 10 cards.
No, there's Biomechan Engineer.
So that was weird. Oh, it's here for some reason. Okay. That was weird. Alright. Biomechan Engineer for green and a blue. It's a 2/2. When this creature enters, create a lander token. That's enough. But for 8 mana, you can draw 2 cards and create a 2/2 colorless robot artifact creature token. Man, this thing is gonna be weird. Like, there's... people are gonna be playing weirdly for the first month, I think. Because there's like... some things create tapped 2/2s, some things don't create tapped 2/2s. And then, yeah, it's gonna be a little bit weird. You gotta read every card. This is crazy, this is just fucked up. And it said that it's easy to ramp, yeah, please. I'm on a B-, and in color, at least a B.
Yeah, me too. B for me.
Okay.
Really good. All these colorless cards or multicolor cards are really good.
Oh, this is not weird, because I have the mythic. I have the mythics selected, so nothing weird actually happened. Onto the rares, the multicolored rares.
First one I have is Space-Time Anomaly. Spicy one. One that when people talk about all the time. You on Space-Time as well?
Yep.
Okay, Space-Time Anomaly. 2 white, blue for sorcery. Target player mills cards equal to your life total. That's it. That's the card. I think this is really interesting. Very matchup dependent. But can be extremely powerful. I do think that this format is going to be slow, which makes this card better. Wow, that's a lot of Fs. I think this is C+.
C+?
I think it's pretty good.
Oh shit. I mean, if you mill 20, that's a problem. You have lost it. C+?
Yeah.
It is so dependent what's going on.
I think sometimes if you're like in a late game situation, you mill 13, that's like enough for this set.
I'm on a D-.
Okay.
And I'm okay with the cyborg grade. If it's gonna be a slow match, this is gonna be a crazy card. I don't know, man. That's such high. Jesus. Singularity
like
Rupture. Sorry, what?
Do you like Archive Trap?
The Archive? The
In
Archive
OTJ.
what?
Archive Trap and OTJ.
What did it do?
Mills 13, instant speed, 5 mana.
But you could get... that was not very good, I think. But you could get it back from your graveyard, right? And wasn't there some other mill or
Yeah,
something?
I think that this card is better than that card, and I think that card was like C-.
But you can get it back from your graveyard. I don't think that anything gets this back from your graveyard in this set. That's where it's good, I think, when you get it back from your graveyard. Not just 13. And you also... this set doesn't have mill. That set... You could have had Archive Trap and those crabs to mill the opponent. So no way this is better. It's so set dependent. Like, mill is so set dependent.
I think the set is slower than OTJ.
Yeah, but that set had extra mill.
I don't think that matters as much.
Like, mill doesn't matter until it mills all... Until if opponent doesn't lose to it. I don't think so. This is gonna be shit. Singularity... I hope. Singularity Rupture for 3 and a blue and a black. That's 6 mana. Destroy all creatures as a sorcery speed. Then any number of target players each mill half their library rounded down. That doesn't feel like a good board wipe. Kind of too cool to get rid of a bit of their things, so maybe you win like that. I don't like 6 mana board wipes, man. I think this is a D. Or do they have more spacecraft than you?
D+.
D plus? Okay.
6 mana board wipes suck.
Yeah, 6 mana board wipes suck.
They're like really bad. They're
Yeah.
like really, really bad.
But it's in a pretty good colors. Usually it's freaking white, which is like always tempo in draft.
This one's super spicy. Mutinous Massacre, 3 blue, 3 black, red. Sorcery, choose odd or even. Destroy each creature with mana value of the chosen quality. Then gain control of all creatures until end of turn. Untap them. They gain haste until
Holy shit!
Yeah, this one, like a good solid 60% of the time, maybe more, is just gonna win the game on the spot.
Jesus!
Just cast this, you win the game. Which is wild.
Wow.
I believe that this card is worse than Insurrection overall. A little worse, but not like anyone. No one has played with that card. That card is super old. Only people who are deteriorating.
Worse than what card? Than what card?
Insurrection. Does anyone remember that card?
I don't. What is it?
It gains control of all creatures. Untap, they gain haste.
Wait, how much mana?
7.
Oh my god! Who designed that?
Or 8? It was 8. Okay.
8.
Whatever. Yeah, this card's really good. This card's really, really good. And this has the bonus of if the board is very, very small, you could just choose to kill your opponent's stuff, whether or not they be odd or even. Kind of like Extinction Event.
Yeah, you can also like
good fail case. You
can also station your spacecraft and then do this because everything gets untapped.
Yeah. Why not? This is like a B+ for me.
B+ in color, A-, because it's a bit hard to splash this, so you kind of have to be in the color. Nah, just give it an A- for me. Give it an A-. This like wins the game almost always. A- seems fine.
I mean, this card's nuts.
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 And I think black-red has crazy good lander tokens, just so you guys know. Biotech Specialist for a red and a green. It's a 1/3. When this creature enters, create a lander token. That's enough. But whenever you sacrifice an artifact, this creature deals 2 damage to target opponent. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. B- in color and in color like a B+. By the way, permanents leaving. It's any permanent. It doesn't have to be non-token for void, right? So lander tokens count.
Sorry, I assigned the wrong grade to the wrong card. Give me a second. So you're on B- and then B+?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, this card I think is actually.
Okay.
So we actually have the bio. Wait, sorry. Yeah, it's really good. Really, really good.
Yeah. I don't think this is worse than a semi-uncommon. Kinda stays alive for.
I think they're just different.
Yeah, but I think it's better. This is gonna be dealing damage.
Yeah, 2 damage thing is pretty dang good. That's like a lot of pressure. Diadrine, Synthesis Amalgam, X green white for a legendary artifact creature construct. It's an 0/1 with trample. Diadrine enters with a number of +1/+1 counters equal to the number of mana spent to cast it. Whenever you attack, you may remove a +1/+1 counter from each of 2 creatures you control. If you do, draw a card and create a 2/2 colorless robot artifact creature token. And this is pretty dang good. Like literally anywhere on the curve. Anywhere. Obviously, you'd like to hold it if you have other stuff to drop first because it's flexible and it scales up. But it's pretty dang good. It's pretty reasonable to splash too. I'm taking this to like B minus, and in color it's like a B.
Yeah, this kind of fucked. Yeah, this is like it has good like so what for 3 mana for 2 mana you're getting a 2/3. For 3 mana you're getting a 3/4. For 4 mana it's like always good on curve. And whenever you attack, you just need another thing, and then you're drawing cards and making 2/2s. I'm gonna give this a B plus.
Yeah, I'll give it a B actually. You're taking it as a B plus?
Yeah.
Okay.
And B plus seems like all around. I would call it diet drying. That's how I'd call it.
That's probably better.
Important. Sir Bondam. I'm splashing this in every deck. Almost every deck, I think.
Yep.
I mean, if I have no +1/+1 counters, then I kind of don't care about it that much. Because it needs to be what? From each of 2 creatures, right? Sir Wondam, Sunstar Exemplar for blue, for white and a black. It's a 2/2 with Vigilance Menace. That's good. Whenever another creature you control dies or is put into exile, put a +1/+1 counter on this guy and gain 1 life. That works with Warp. Or anything that's dying, okay. When this guy dies or is put into exile while its power is 4 or greater, destroy up to 1 on target non-land permanent? That's a fucked up 2-drop. How high am I taking it? B or a B plus? B and B plus in color maybe?
That's exactly where I'm at.
That's a crazy 2-drop. Holy moly. I like it because it requires a bit of work. It's not just like, oh, does it all without anything that you need to do. Huh. It's any creature or artifact or just creature? Creature, okay, that's good, that's good. That's good, that's actually good.
Yeah, Pinnacle Emissary, 1 blue, red. For an artifact creature robot, it's a 3/3. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, create a 1/1 colorless drone artifact creature token flying, and this token can block only creatures with flying. And a warp for hybrid blue-red. The fact that this doesn't trigger on artifacts entering, rather your lander tokens entering, it's kind of a bummer. But it's very good. This is very good still. There's a lot of artifacts. There's enough. There's like enough to trigger this consistently.
There's more than enough.
Yeah, more than enough. More than enough. I think this card is very, very good. I'm taking this at a B, and in color it's like a B plus.
I'm not saying all of these cards I'm just gonna mention are good, but on common, there is 6 blue cards that are artifacts. Not creating artifacts doesn't do anything, right? You gotta cast it. There's 6 red cards that are artifacts, and then there's 5 colorless cards that are artifacts. This in every time artifacts mattered in the last like 5 years, there's been a couple of times. There's never been even a remotely close amount of artifacts that you could cast. Not even close. And Warp is really nice. It's just 1 mana, right? You might do it and then play some artifacts. Who knows? That's fine. Warping is casting, so you can warp and then cast later. So that's double cast. This thing has the most support I've ever seen. Maybe Mirrodin or something, probably, but that's crazy support. B plus? What do you give it?
I'm on a B plus.
You give it what?
B plus.
Okay, good. Cosmogoyf. For black and a green, it's a star and 1+ star creature. This creature power is equal to the number of cards you own in exile, and its toughness is equal to that number +1. Now that's horrible. You're not gonna be warping that much, you're not gonna be exiling your things that much, and you're not gonna keep them there forever, so I'm just on an F for this one. I don't think you play this.
Yeah, it's an F. Ragast. Deaf Gastronaut. Green. Oh, sorry. Where'd I get green from? Red, white. 2 mana for a legendary creature, Lobster Citizen. It's a 2/2. Artifacts you control are foods in addition to their other types and have 2. Tap, sacrifice this artifact, you gain 3 life. 1. Tap, sacrifice a food. Rigost deals 3 damage to each opponent. At the beginning of each end step, if you gain life this turn, untap Rigost. Okay. Yeah, as a 2-drop, this doesn't create any additional bodies on its own. However, being able to chuck artifacts to deal 3 is kind of crazy. That's like a lot of damage. Sacking extra lander tokens that you don't need. Instant speed sacrificing creatures that are either getting removed or like chumping or something. That's pretty nutty. That's a lot of damage. That is a lot of damage. And also the flexibility of just being able to gain life, which throws off combat. I think there's a lot to like about Rigost. A lot to like. So I'm taking this at like C+, and in colors it could be.
I think it's a lot to like, but a lot of times it's just gonna trade and it needs a lot of support. I'm gonna like see how highly I take it. Not that good at attacking or blocking, so it's kind of like a late game card a lot of times. In color, I kind of want to give it a C+, really. It does a lot, but...
We'll go B-.
Okay, B- seems okay. Don't want to splash it usually. Maybe you said green because food is usually green. But it's a little bit weird.
Yeah, I can see that, yeah.
Yeah, it just doesn't attack or block well, so... And doesn't do much on its own. And then it's 3 damage to each opponent. It's not lightning helix, what? No, it's not lightning helix. You gotta sacrifice that and it deals only 3 damage. It's not lightning helix. That would be different if you deal 3 damage and gain 3 life. That would be crazy power. Like you just win at one point. Genomorph.
Hey, it turns out one of the players wins at some point in every game.
That's true. But yeah, but you just like win if they don't kill it. Yeah, but you gotta sack things. Like, it's not like you wanna sack all of your things, so... And you gotta do it once per turn, usually. Genomorph Imago. For a green and a blue, it's a 1/3 flyer. Landfall, whenever land you control enters, target creature has base power and toughness 3/3 until end of turn. If you control 6 or more lands, that creature has base power and toughness 6/6. That is fucked up. That is fucked up. This guy is... on its own, gonna be a 3/3. It's gonna attack as a 3/3. That is a lot. With lander tokens, multiple things are gonna be bigger, multiple small things. When you get to what? 6? I mean, that's not hard in this set. You can attack with huge beaters, and this is gonna be a 6/6 flyer. And you can, if you're doing badly, you can do it on a defense with these lander tokens. It's not sorcery speed. So that's kind of wild. I'm picking this as a B. And in color, a B+, because you're gonna stop playing lands at one point.
Yeah, almost all of these multicolor cards are bangers. They're all like around the same level. They're crazy.
Very good.
Infinite Guidelines,
what do you give it?
Station.
What do you give it?
Oh, a B and a B+ as well.
Okay.
Infinite Guidelines Station. Wooburg, 5 mana total for legendary artifact, Spacecraft. When this enters, create a tapped 2/2 colorless robot artifact creature token for each multicolor permanent you control. Which this will be in the battlefield, so at least be 1. And it's tapped for some reason. Station.
Why is it tapped?
And at 12+, it's a flying 7/15, and whenever this attacks, draw a card for each multicolor permanent you control. There's not a ton of multicolor permanents in this set, unfortunately. So the dream of getting like a huge board when this enters is low. But this could do something. I think this is a D-. I don't think it's very good.
I mean, yeah, the problem is it requires you to have multicolored permanents on the battlefield. There are no like random multicolored things. Like, it's not like, oh, you're making some 1/1s that are multicolored like you did in March of Machines, I think. Right? Those are 1/1 like white and blue knights or white and red. No, white. They're like white and red elementals or something. This is the set where you can play these cards. This is the set where you can play 5-color card actually. And I think it's an F. it's also tapped, right? It's also, you play it, it doesn't do anything for the board that turn. I mean, just compare it to a freaking... It's also 12 plus for just 7 power, realistically. And you draw cards. And compare it to the final days in the last format. So the drawback of that was in Final Fantasy is tapped creatures, and then can you survive? But then all of a sudden you have 10 creatures, and then they have much less than 10. This is not that. This is like, I hope I create 2. I'm hoping I create 2. This is just an F. How is this a D- score? Like what? You're gonna have 5.
I give it an F. You're right.
Yeah, you get 5 multicolor permanents in your deck. Hopefully one is on the battlefield when you cast this. And then you create a 2/2 that's tapped. Oh lord.
The payoff isn't even there.
Like, why is that? Why is this one like the weakest one when it costs? Why is that one like the weak one? Like, we didn't even talk about that it costs all different mana, right? It's just like shit card if it was colorless. Right? That's a bad colorless card. Right? That's like not a good colorless card. And then...
Yeah, it's bad. It's a bad colorless card.
It's a bad colorless card. And then like, oh, but you gotta have you gotta have all the mana. You gotta have all mana of all 5 colors. That's weird. That's just weird. I don't like that. I let it be written down. I don't like that. Scotty, let's do this one, and then I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. Sami, Wildcat Captain. For 4 and red and a white, it's a 4/4 double strike vigilance. Spells you cast have affinity for artifacts. Oh, that's something. Like, you're gonna have artifacts. 6 mana 4/4 double strike vigilance is fine. It's fine, right? It's fine. But it's also 1 body for 6. So I'm gonna give it a D plus. A D plus.
You have an in color grade?
A D plus in color.
Okay, I'll give it a C-. I don't think it's very good.
Yeah. Like, I think you really, really want more bodies life gain something from your 6 drops, especially if they're 4/4s. Okay, I gotta run to the bathroom, and we are done with multicolors. Okay. And next on the menu is white, and we're gonna go with mana value for this. Alright guys, see ya in a minute or two. What are you doing here?